Hello children, welcome back. In this session, let's have a quick recap of chapter 16 light, whatever we have learned till now, and then we will proceed further. And we have learned about laws of reflection. Before that, we have learned what is reflection of light. That is when the light strike a surface and that is smooth polished surface and bounce back, it is called as reflection. And under reflection of light, we have learned so many terms like what is incident ray. The ray of light that falls on the surface is called incident ray. Reflected ray is the ray of light that gets reflected back from the surface after it strikes is called reflected ray. What is normal? It is an imaginary line that is drawn perpendicular to the reflecting surface at the point of incidence is called as normal. And then we have learnt about what is angle of incidence. The angle that form between the incident ray with the normal is called as angle of incidence. Angle of reflection is the angle that forms between the reflected ray and the normal is called as angle of reflection. And always for one incident ray, there will be one reflected ray. Then we have learned two laws of reflection. First law of reflection states that the angle of incidence is always equal to the angle of reflection. That is, angular measure of incident ray is always equal to the angular measure of reflected ray. That is, angle of reflection is always equal to the angle of reflection. Sorry, the angle of incidence is always equal to the angle of reflection. Then second law states that the incident ray, reflected ray and the normal at the point of incidence to the reflecting surface, all three lie in the same plane. Simply you can keep in mind the second law states that the incident ray, reflected ray and the normal all lie in the same plane. Then we have learnt about characteristics of the image formed by a plane mirror. What are the characteristics of the image formed by a plane mirror? First characteristic is the image formed in a plane mirror is the same height as that of the object. The distance between the image and the mirror and the object and the mirror will always be equal. The image formed in a plane mirror is erect, or we can tell it is upright image, or we can tell erect image. Then the image formed in a plane mirror is laterally inverted. Then image formed in a plane mirror is always virtual image. And virtual image is formed by the apparent intersection of diverging rays. Then what is lateral inversion? When an image formed in a plane mirror, the left side of the object seems to be the right side of the image, and the right side of the object appears to be left side of the image is called as lateral inversion. And now if we will proceed, suppose if we imagine the parallel rays that are incident on an irregular surface. Till now we have learnt about a plane mirror. Plane mirror, that is when we have learned the characteristics of best reflector, isn't it? It should be smooth, shiny and very smooth and shiny surface. Regular surface should be there. Then only we have learned that image will be formed. Suppose if the parallel rays, if it is incident on an irregular surface like a wall or cardboard or whatever it is, then what will happen? Remember the laws of reflection. That is, whenever the incident ray, whenever the rays fall on that surface, at the point of incident, strike the surface and get reflected back, isn't it? And if these when the surface are irregular. And what will happen are all the reflected ray will be parallel to each other? No. If the parallel light rays, when they fall on the irregular surface, we will find that the reflected rays are in different direction. They are not parallel to each other. Even though the incident ray, when they parallel to each other, when they strike the irregular surface, if you see that reflected ray, they are not in parallel. These rays are reflected in different direction. They get scattered everywhere. Suppose if you see here, when all the parallel rays, see that first figure, all the parallel rays, these are all incident ray, because they strike the irregular surface. Irregular surface, ups and downs are there. When all the parallel rays, they strike the irregular surface, or you can tell rough surface. If they are parallel, then after striking the surface, what happens? They get reflected back, isn't it? See in that second, below that second figure, if you see that the reflected from a rough surface or irregular surface are not parallel. See that blue color one, it indicates the reflected surface, and the reflected rays are not parallel. So this reflection is known as diffused reflection, or we can call that as irregular reflection. So what is diffused reflection or irregular reflection? When all the parallel rays, they reflected from a rough surface or irregular surface, are not parallel, then the reflection is known as diffused reflection, or we can call that as irregular reflection. And you keep in mind that diffused reflection is not due to the failure of laws of reflection. So we cannot tell that they don't obey the laws of reflection, because it is caused, that the irregularities caused due to the reflecting surface is irregular. Got it? So here also it obeys the laws of reflection, but as the surface is irregular, the reflected rays are not parallel to each other. So on the other hand, if you see the reflection from a smooth surface like a mirror. See here this figure, the surface, black line and shaded one, if it is given, it shows that smooth surface. It is a mirror. On the other hand, when the incident ray strike the smooth surface like that of a mirror, what we can see is all the reflected rays are also parallel to each other. See that black color line rays, it indicates the incident ray, and blue color rays, it indicates the reflected ray. And if you see, both are parallel to each other. So this type of reflection, what we call that as regular reflection. So what is regular reflection? Reflection from a smooth surface when the are parallel to each other, they are called as regular reflection. And so here, due to regular reflection, we can see images are formed. So when image will be formed, images are formed due to regular reflection. Got children? So we have till now we have learned about diffused reflection, or otherwise called as irregular reflection, and regular reflection. So now if you see the difference between regular reflection and diffused reflection. So what is regular reflection? When parallel rays of light fall on a smooth surface, they are reflected back as parallel rays only, because the reflected rays also parallel to each other. So this is called as regular reflection. And what is diffused reflection? When parallel rays of light fall on an irregular surface, they are reflected back in all the direction. They get scattered all over. This is called as diffused reflection. And regular reflection is also called as specular reflection. Diffused reflection is also called as irregular reflection. As we have learned, regular reflection leads to the formation of image. Diffused reflection enables us to view different objects present in our environment. See around us, we can see so many objects. All objects, they do not have smooth, shiny surface, isn't it? So whenever the light falls on that object, it gets reflected back. It gets scattered everywhere because of that reflected rays. As we perceive, we could see the objects. This we have already learned. So diffused reflection enables us to view different objects present in the environment. For example of regular reflection, image formed by a plane mirror. Example of diffused reflection, the reflection rays of light through by a wall or any object you can tell. So these are the differences between regular reflection and diffused reflection. So here, do we see all the objects due to reflected light? Do we see all the objects due to reflected light? Yes, nearly everything what we see around us is seen due to reflected light. But some objects like moon, for example, what they do, they receive light from the sun and they reflects it. Due to that reflection, we could see the moon. The same way, the object which shine in the light of other object is called as illuminated object. Got it? Illuminated object or non-luminescence, because they cannot produce their own light. Got that? The objects which shine in the light of the other object, like moon. Moon, they absorb that, receive the light from the sun and then it reflects it. So it is called as illuminated object. But some other objects which give their own light, like sun, fire, flame of a candle, electric lamp, tube light, etc. And they produce their own light, isn't it? So when their light fall on our eyes, we could see them. So these objects emits their own light are known as luminous objects. And so reflected light can be reflected again. Now whatever objects around us, how do we see them? Because of that reflected light. Can reflected light can be reflected again? Yes, multiple reflection can be obtained by placing one or more mirrors at certain angles to each other, which results in reflection of light for multiple times between the reflecting surface. For children, so we can this multiple reflection can be used in certain cases, like it is used in periscope to see a hidden object. It is used in kaleidoscope to see a beautiful patterns. It is used even in barber shop to see the back of the head of a person getting a haircut. So in this way, reflected light can be reflected again. Multiple reflection can be obtained. So about these, each and everything about periscope, kaleidoscope, by multiple reflection, we will be learning in our next session. So we'll stop our session here. We will end our session here. And till now, we have learned about two laws of reflection. That is, first law states that angle of incidence is always equal to the angle of reflection. And second law states that incident ray, reflected ray and normal are all at the same plane. And then image formed in a plane mirror undergoes lateral inversion. Then light gets reflected from all surfaces. Regular reflection. What is regular reflection? When light is incident on a smooth polished surface, regular reflection takes place, and diffused or irregular reflection takes place from rough surfaces. And when we keep two or more mirrors inclined to each other at a given angle, we get multiple images. That's all for this session. Thank you.